Hi everybody, I have been asked a couple of times what this drawer is for. I've even been criticised for having this drawer in the apron of my bench because often I might have something there that I need access to the drawer while I'm working on something in the vise. That's such a rare occasion and I'm very used to having the drawer there. And what's in the drawer? This is my box of tricks. This is where I keep those tools that will not fit. So it's a box full of misfits, basically. It's a good long drawer and it pulls all the way out, and I can put tools in here that I don't have any space for on the bench or would not want on the bench. And we have these catch-all places, and that's what in some ways this drawer is. So I'm going to walk you through some of the things that I have in my box of tricks here. This is a square awl somebody bought for me many years ago, maybe 10, no, maybe 15 years ago now. But in here, at the back of this drawer, look at these treasures. These are my layout, my handmade layout knives that I've made through the years. And this is the one that I've used the most. You can see this originally was a good 1/2 inch wide and a lot longer, and through the years it's got worn down. So I keep these as treasures, and I might pull these out when I'm feeling a little nostalgic. I love them. This is probably my second. That's my favorite because it's the oldest. This is the one that I would rely on the most at one time. So they stay in this back part, safe and protected, and I just love having that. This section here, you know, I don't really have, this isn't categorized. I'm not trying to say this is organized. It's not organized, but I can guarantee whenever I go in here, I know exactly the right kind of pliers or wrenches or whatever to pull out for certain things. So there's a small pair of needle nose, some end nippers for cutting down, and I've got, you know, screwdrivers, different size screwdrivers in here, long, thin ones, short ones, and I just pick them out according, really probably at random a lot of the time. So you can see how these fit in here. They just lie alongside one another. What's this one for? Why do I want that? This is why I have this one, is because sometimes the glue bottle sticks and I can go in with this on any glue bottle or jug that I have, and I can take it off with those. So these come in handy, and they're very handy. So midsection here, look at all these bits. Where would you hang these? Where would you put these pieces of steel with holes drilled in them? So I've got a 3/16 hole, a 1/4 inch hole, a 1/2 inch hole, and so on. And these are the ones where I will need a dowel, and I can't go out to the shop to buy one. So I cut a piece of oak or beech or ash or whatever, 1/2 inch square, and I drive it through here, and I get a 1/2 inch dowel that I need in the moment. That's what these are for. So you can see I use this all the time, every day. A vernier caliper, digital, it works perfectly well for everything I want. In the way back here, I know exactly where to go when I need a protractor for angle finding. This one over here is where I keep my saw files, all the different sizes of saw files. I keep my coping saw blades here, and I've got a file brush here. Works perfectly. This is the one I probably go to the most. This is my the drawer I keep my burnishes in for honing my cutting edges on my scrapers. I've got my square awl in here, pens, different types of pens, square awl again, and then here I've got a whole bunch of things. These just would not fit, and if I didn't have a place like this for them, what would I do? I've got nail sets here, and then look at this one here. This is one that brought me out of a bind once. I needed a nail punch, and I just happened to have a tang from a file in the bottom of the drawer, so I took it out, snapped it off, and used it in an emergency, and I've kept it. So I hardened it later and made a nail punch or a nail set out of it. And then all of the small things that just do not go. What about this here? This is one of the best pieces of kit. It's an abrasive block, and what it is, it's impregnated. It's a whole block that's impregnated with abrasive, a fine abrasive, and on the sides of your saw plate, if you ever get a little bit of rust on there, on anything, it's perfect for that. I use this quite frequently. They last for years for me. So that's another thing. What about this little deal here? This is my homemade angle finder. So it's a sliding bevel that I made. It doesn't slide actually, it just rotates. And I can use this to transfer angles. So that's my drawer. That's what I keep in it. Everyday stuff that doesn't have a home, it all goes in here. And when I'm done, slide it away. It's out of the way, and it's so convenient. Boy, is it convenient. So this is what my small drawer in the side of my bench apron does. It's great.